All right, it's another edition of the Way Out Here podcast presented by the Washed Up Network and brought to you by Raise Energy. Raise Energy is still with us. You can go get 15% off using code WOH. We love Raise Energy. You should too. Make sure you go head over to raiseenergy.com and get 15% off using code WOH. All right, first thing in the news this week, Jeff Bezos, his ex-wife got married this week to a Seattle teacher.
Oh yeah.
So
very random.
Not only does he have summers off, but he just got $56 billion richer.
Man, why can't I find a sugar mama like that?
You think that there was a prenup involved?
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I would hope so, but
I read such a crazy article on her. So Jeff Bezos, I forget her name.
Mackenzie Scott.
Mackenzie Scott. Yep. So Mackenzie Scott, she actually had an article in like the New York Times where she gave away almost like $7 billion in 2020, like a ton of money. They were saying it was the single most ever donated individually, ever in 1 year. In like a 12-month span, she gave away the most money of any individual person ever in the history of the world. And she actually fired her charity team because they weren't giving away her money fast enough.
I'll start a charity.
What?
Yeah, dude.
How do you have a hard time spending money?
Well, when you have $56 billion, I mean, you're going to have a tough time actually spending
just
money.
Run out of stuff to give it to.
She's like, holy moly. We gave $1 million here, 20 million here, 200 million here. I mean, I can't give it away fast enough. Yeah. But yeah, she married a teacher in Seattle. They're apparently really happy together. But yeah, she's still worth, her net worth is still, even after last year, $52 billion. She owns a large portion of Amazon still.
Yeah.
I feel like she could have done better. This dude looks like a goof.
He does. He definitely looks like a goober, but you know who looks like a bigger goober? Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, fair enough.
Jeff Bezos is
True.
He looks like
not a looker.
He looks like the skinny version of the Mr. Clean guy, but
oh my god.
Honestly, her new husband kind of looks like Jeff Bezos in a way.
What?
She hates hair, dude. Yeah. This guy doesn't have hair either.
Good thing I'm 27 and can't grow a beard.
Yeah, at least you have a full head of hair. This dude is bald.
Not for long, dude. I'm pretty sure I'm balding, dude.
Oh yeah.
Really?
My hair is getting thinner than a piece of paper.
Oh, has your hair like fallen out or anything like that?
Yeah, slowly.
Really? Like you find it like hair in the shower? You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, every time I like shampoo my hair, I always pull out like hair.
What?
Not like pull out.
That's
hair.
probably not good.
I mean, it's like a couple strains of hair.
I think that's normal.
It's not like
a couple
pulling
strands.
out gobs of hair. Yeah, I would need to go to the hospital if that was happening. So I'm pretty sure that would mean I'd have cancer.
Well,
maybe. I don't know.
Tomato.
I don't know. Tomato. It's a stretch.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I mean, alopecia is a thing. Or you just lose your hair.
Dude, so yeah, my barber freaked me out one time because I had like a bald spot in the back of my head. And he's like, that's alopecia hair bagada. And I was like, what?
Oh, you don't even.
He actually said that?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, like you could have just told me you just took an extra chunk out of my head.
That just seems mean.
Yeah. And then he's like, no, like, but this guy's been cutting my hair since I was like 6. So he's not gonna like lie to me like that.
Well, that's like even worse.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh my God, he's telling me the truth.
Yeah.
I actually have alopecia.
Yeah. But now it's like pretty much grown back, so we're chilling.
Oh, nice.
And
first man ever to be alopecia.
Yeah, you are. I almost had alopecia.
One-time survivor.
That's why I quit going to the man shop because they shaved
a
freaking bald spot in the back of my head and then didn't tell me.
What?
Yeah.
We actually know the owners of the man shop.
Well, you better tell them
Linda
doesn't know what the fuck she's doing with those scissors because she shaved a damn bald spot in the back of my head, and I didn't find out for like.
Shout out Linda. She's probably listening to this.
I hope you are, Linda. I got your number. It's been 2 years, but I remember vividly what your name is. I remember.
Oh my gosh,
dude, it was so bad.
This is a vendetta.
She nicked it in the back of my head, and it didn't grow back for like
Dude, it takes a while.
No, it didn't
Oh,
grow back
man.
for like 6-7 months, like
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Dang.
I was like, great, I'm just gonna have this one bald spot.
So was it
and-
alopecia?
No, it wasn't alopecia.
Oh.
I don't know what she
That's
did.
about how long mine took.
But do you know what I did?
I think I wear a lot of hats though too.
I washed my
Do
bald
hats?
spot
Yeah, go ahead.
with Dawn dish soap, and it grew back.
What?
No shit. Literally
Did somebody tell you to do that, or did you look
Yeah,
that up?
My mom told me to do this. She said she saw it on Facebook or Pinterest or something, and she's like, "Yeah, you should try it." So I did it. My hair started growing back like the next week.
What?
It
So you're
was-
saying I should just start washing my hair with Dawn dish soap?
if you want long, luscious, non-greasy hair, then yeah.
Rogain's just a scam. It's just Dawn dish soap.
Yeah.
Straight
what it
up,
is.
like that's the formula. It's just dish soap.
Like,
Also, do you like? I mean, we wear a lot of hats just collectively as a group here.
Yeah.
Do hats actually affect your hair, like
I feel
hair
like they
growth and
might,
things like that?
Because if you think about it, if you're always wearing a hat, you're like shielding it from, the sun, like vitamin D and stuff like that. Like that's good for your
Honestly, you
body.
could convince me either way right now. Like I'm
I mean,
open
let
to
me let me do a little.
I actually had this conversation with my mom, which she didn't know, but I was like, because we played baseball growing up, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna be bald when I'm 16 because I always wear a hat all the time playing baseball. Like, is this gonna be a problem? Luckily, like, it has been like a big problem, but
Oh,
I genuinely was like wearing a hat so much, I mean, just gonna be bald straight up.
so this is what an article on WebMD says.
Uh-oh, we have cancer.
Yep.
So I have like
Wearing
a little
hat
kind of like
causes alopecia.
it's.
Oh,
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
It says while wearing a hat does not usually cause baldness, it is possible that anything a person puts on their head may cause hair loss if it pulls the hair. This is wait, I gotta actually click on the link here.
I mean,
'cause
that's just
I think it's
like
missing.
Captain Obvious.
I don't know, man. I wore a hat literally every
well,
day
so
since I was
okay,
like
the article
10.
goes on. It
I'm not bald.
says
Ish.
let's see where did okay, so while wearing a hat does not usually cause baldness, it is possible that anything a person puts on their head may cause hair loss if it pulls the hair. Pulling on the hair is a major cause of preventable hair loss. Some crazy doctor name, but I'm not going to try and pronounce. A board certified dermatologist at Skin Safe Dermatology and Skin Care tells WebMD connect to care. Okay, anyways, this is called traction alopecia. Hats don't usually pull the hair, but a very tight hat that puts pressure on the scalp or pulls the hair may, over time, this will cause scarring and I'm not going to try and pronounce that word. Screw that. So basically just like messes with the hair follicles. And then the hair becomes super fine or just stops growing. So according to Shane House, which is the doctor, some other things that may cause traction alopecia include very tight pulled back hairstyles such as buns, cornrows, and extensions. Styling practices that pull the hair, such as rolling the hair up in a tight roller or brushing too aggressively. Also using hot combs and oils. And then it also says if your scalp hurts from styling products or hats, the style is damaging the hair. That feeling of the scalp tenderness after taking out your ponytail, totally know what that means. At the end of the day, means that your hair has been pulled too tight. I don't know.
So we're good. Hat doesn't do anything.
It depends. Well, no.
Would,
so I mean, it can if it's too tight around your.
It would literally
head.
have to be those kids that wear like the strap backs and they like rip it all the way as tight as it goes.
Dude, I
So
don't.
there's
I
literally
honestly
just
don't.
that little piece of hair that like
They're
flops
like
out the front
doing
of
it on purpose. They're like receding hairline.
Dude, I honestly
hit me in the face.
like. I don't wear my hats that tight, but at the end of the day, I can feel a big line where my hat is sitting in my hair, so it could be rubbing it at a certain point.
That makes sense.
But my hat isn't like that tight. Like I got I got like a thumb freaking room in there. Like it's not tight at all. So I don't know.
Well, that's
need
good
it.
news for all of us.
Yeah.
Hats don't cause balding, kind of.
Even if I do go bald, I'm just gonna shave it. I'll throw a hat back on. We'll be good.
Have you ever heard of like hat fishing?
Dude, I'm sorry, ladies. I hat
Matt,
fish.
you have a good like set of hair.
I know I do, but I look way better with a hat on and with the lights off. So,
But hat fishing is a big thing. I
It's
actually
true.
learned the term from KFC radio because KFC is like, listen, I'm just gonna be honest. I look way better with hat on, so
same.
I hat fish in all my Tinder profiles and stuff like that.
Same. I think every single profile picture I have a hat on. Let me verify. Verifying. Still verifying.
Can we confirm?
Confirmed. I am wearing a hat in every single profile picture.
That's amazing.
Yikes.
Yikes. Matt confirmed hat fisher.
I'm gonna put in my profile hashtag hat fishing.
At least you're putting it out there. That's
Yeah,
called
hashtag.
that's called a
Mr. Clean.
disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terms and conditions.
Again, I feel like you're almost reverse hat fishing now because now you're saying you don't have any hair. Like you have a lot.
No, I have hair, but I look so bad without a hat on.
What are you talking about? You've always had like good hair. Like
I
you had
know
the
I've
J
always
Beeb
had-
hair.
Yeah, you
Okay,
did.
okay.
You had the Bieber
I
flip
had
going
a
on for
JB hair
years.
before JB was a thing.
You did.
So-
yeah,
you
yeah.
had wings before they were cool.
Dude,
Yep.
I could fly away on those mother truckers.
Mhm.
Like I remember
We might have to
you-
throw like a picture on our Twitter or
Yeah,
Instagram.
I mean-
because I had some locks, dude.
You
Yeah.
really did.
I'm
You
thinking of a
actually
good
had
picture
like
too.
the
that I-
ultimate baseball hair. Like everybody wants that hair in baseball where you got like it kind of looks like a mullet, but really it's just a good flow in a baseball hat that like you can
Dude, I had
see
a
outside
nice
your hat.
flow.
Like
yeah,
everybody wanted that.
because it wasn't like too long, you know, but it was like just long enough, you know. So
Yeah, no, I get it. Like it was the prototypical hair for the time, really.
what do you think of that one for adding on there? Live reaction on the pod. What do you guys think?
I didn't see it yet.
Oh, it's on text.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Hold on, let me
Clayton, you might have to delete that off your work computer.
Wait, I think I know what I knew it was coming. Like I don't know
The
why.
ukulele.
It's always at
Who-
Ben Mac's
who-
house, dude. It was always at Ben Mac's house where Matt was just like, let's get naked and take pictures of random things in front of my junk. And
That
it was always
sounds
like ukuleles and
so illegal.
basketballs.
You remember the Yoda mask one?
Yeah. You would just like send it to random people. I mean, it was attaboy. Proud of you.
Wow.
Proud of you,
Good
Matt.
times. Good times.
OnlyFans.
Proud of you. All right. In other news this week, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry went live on Oprah in their interview on Sunday. And it was like 2 hours of just basically shitting on the royal family. Were you guys able to watch it at all? And what are your thoughts?
I didn't get to watch it, but I mean, I guess it was pretty like they exposed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when the royal family just cuts you off and you're like, I have nothing to lose at this point.
So did they like completely cut them off then?
Yeah, they don't.
So they
give
just
them
didn't want
any
any ties with them?
Well, they decided that. Like they still were like the Duchess
Oh, I got you.
and
Okay.
whatever.
It's
Okay.
the kid that didn't. The kid
I
doesn't
gotcha.
get
Okay.
anything, which is confusing to me, right? Because it's a bloodline, right? You're trying to keep it in the bloodline, but
this is the
he's
kid
from
that,
he's from UK and she's from here.
US, yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of levels to this because Meghan Markle was an outsider. Like she was not treated very well as soon as she was there. She was like the British media was brutal. But
Which is
Prince
crazy
Harry,
to me.
Prince Harry was also never going to be like in power. Like he's the son of Princess Diana. So like he said in the interview, like I didn't want Meghan to turn out like my mom.
Oh shit!
Because she was
Do you
getting
think that would
because
happen?
well, Princess Diana.
Maybe.
So what happened to Princess Diana? We've talked about this. Is like
Yeah.
the British media was like
Yeah.
obsessed with following her and like tracking her every move and like
Yeah.
scrutinizing her really. And so I think that Harry, in a lot of ways, like saw Meghan Markle as like, oh gosh, history is repeating itself. Not that she would like get like killed the way that her, his mom did, but at the same time, you have to have like flashbacks of like, oh shit, man, it feels like the same thing's happening again. And on top of that, like it made Prince Charles, like Harry's dad, he's the real asshole out of all of this. Like he was an asshole to Princess Diana. He's an asshole to like Prince Harry. Like this dude's just like a terrible person. I think he comes out of this like looking the worst. But
Yeah, she shit on everybody. Everybody. Well, also, I don't know if you ever like follow the Illuminati. Like the whole British family is like the biggest part of the Illuminati.
I
So
think we talked about that.
which makes
mhm.
a while
complete
ago.
which makes complete sense because like the royal family is just
Dude, they've been
it's-
in power for ever.
and it's kind of like a faux powerful organization. Like they actually don't hold like any actual political power in
Really?
it's just like it's honestly just tradition.
Yeah.
They hold power because it's tradition, and now they own so much land in Britain and whatever that like they're powerful and super rich and stuff like that. But like it's kind of just a faux thing. Like if one day if the British people were just like fuck these people, like they don't actually matter, they could probably just storm the castle and like no one would actually give a shit. But
I feel like it's pretty big over there. I feel like
it
they
is,
would.
but like it is but only because all of them like believe in it. Like if one day somebody in the United States was just like, we are king and queen of the United States, if everybody believed it and everybody like was like abiding by whatever they said, like they could probably get in power.
Wait,
They have
but
enough
so
money.
in the UK, do they have like people in power? Like obviously they do, but like what
When
is
be the
it's not,
queen?
is it really not the queen and the king of?
The queen doesn't actually like make laws. Like they have a
She's just there.
technically like she's basically like a liaison, like she's counsel to, but let's see. Yeah,
Is
so
it-
they're
is
so
it
they
the
have
England? Is it
they have
England?
so they have the crown is the British monarch. So Queen Elizabeth is like the head of state for the United Kingdom, but they have a prime minister
Ah, that's right. Okay.
Mm,
who is actually running their government. So like
I'm so confused.
it's
What?
confusing.
What
It's
the hell is
confusing,
the
but like
point of them?
ultimately, like the monarchy is like it's gone. Like they don't actually. They still have in the UK. They have like a democratic society where people vote on shit. So it's not like one day the Queen Elizabeth is like, we're gonna do this, and people all follow their rules. Like they're basically, again, it's just tradition.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know. And there were, of course, in the Meghan Markle Prince Harry interview, there was like race allegations that looked not great for the king and queen or whatever.
I don't want to say that I wasn't surprised, but when they said that, I was like, well, you look at the royal family and it hasn't really been dark ever. So
They're
would
the
assume-
whitest people of all time.
dude, they just you kind of have to expect it. Be it cancel culture and like the new age and all this other stuff, and everybody wants to be on the same page, which everybody is, I assume, at some point. But it's the royal family. Like they're not just gonna like start diluting the bloodline that they have because they've had that same bloodline for 100 years, 200 years, something like that, a long time.
Right.
Bro,
No,
could you imagine
100%.
just being born into that though?
No,
Could you imagine?
no.
Yeah, I think that
Be
part of
crazy.
that too is like Harry and Meghan Markle were treated so much differently than Prince William, I believe. Yeah, Prince William and his wife Kate, which is Harry's brother. So Prince William is one of the kind of like next in line people if Prince Charles and Prince or Queen Elizabeth die and all of that. he's like next in line to be king. So I don't know. Like I kind of understand Harry and Meghan, especially like the race thing. Obviously, is terrible, but them being treated so much differently than Prince William and Kate, who are basically like the British royalty, like as it should be, where they're like going around doing PR, they're doing press all the time. Everybody loves them, and it's like Prince Harry's like, wait, what the fuck? Like, you guys don't like us as much as you like them. Like, what did we do to you? And it's honestly like I can't imagine it being anything different than like Meghan Markle is just an outsider, like in every sense of the word. So, I mean, she's from the United States, which obviously doesn't make them happy at all. You know, she's mixed race, which, you know, we've already talked about. Like the bloodline of the queen is just, yeah, it's, could you imagine them doing like an ancestry.com? They're like, we already know. Like, we got it right here.
Oh,
Dude,
why, buddy?
Also, I was just like looking at like the whole kind of royal family tree. Can you imagine, let's say in like 10 years, like the royal family just like that stuff doesn't matter anymore. How crappy would that be if you're those like kids? You see your, you know, your parents and everybody grow up in just lavish lifestyle, and then you have to go get like a 9-to-5 job. I'd be so mad.
Oh, that would be a bummer. So
Like you got to go
basically-
flip burgers at McDonald's down freaking Dumbledore Road because somebody couldn't figure it out. Oh, dude. Because, you
Gotta
know, I
share
mean,
this
especially like
shit.
nowadays, like they can look back and see all this stuff, like, especially
Yeah.
in 10 years, like it'll be programmed in their minds probably.
Well, and it's like so documented, Instagram and social media.
Well, there's like all
and-
those like freaking, you know, Netflix documentaries and everything like that. Like, I'd be so mad. Oh,
Yeah, what do you think that like Prince Harry and Prince William think of watching like the Netflix documentary Diana? They're just like, dude, that's my mom. Like
Yeah.
these conspiracy theories are
I don't
like
know.
fun for us to debate about, but for them they're like, dude, that's my mom. Like I don't know what happened to my mom. Like that's terrible.
I
yeah,
wonder if
that
they have
would
like
be pretty shitty.
like different versions of it though too.
Yeah.
Dude, Queen Elizabeth, like, she had some kids. She had 7 or no? Wait, never mind. She had 4.
Dude, she's 94 years old.
She had 4. She's been through it all. Like
Seriously.
multiple world wars. Like,
Actually,
yeah,
Yeah.
she's seen it all, dude.
like she was straight up in power, not in power, but like coming up in World War II.
Yeah,
I mean, that's absolutely crazy. And Prince Charles is the heir apparent, and Prince Charles is 72. And there's like rumors of Prince Charles, like he's not doing very well. Like she might outlive Prince Charles, which in that case, Prince William, who we already talked about, Harry's older brother, would gain power and stuff like that. I mean,
so
just
he would be the king.
yeah, Prince William would be the king. So that's why everybody really doesn't care. Like
So
Prince Harry
weird.
really doesn't give a shit about like leaving the monarchy because he's like, well, my dad's gonna be king if the queen dies, and my older brother is gonna be the king if he dies. And so like
Yeah.
I'm the younger brother, like I'll be in power for like max 2 years. Like if I
6
outlive
months.
my brother, yeah. If I outlive my brother, I'll be like maybe in power. Like something terrible has to happen in order.
Yeah, they're only 2 years apart from each other.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm just going to go to the US, sign a fat Spotify deal, and live with my wife in peace in the United States. I also there was an article that came out. They were living in Tyler Perry's
Yeah,
house,
I saw
like
that.
mansion. How random is that?
Yeah,
like how does that connection even happen?
I mean, your royal family, dude. You got connections everywhere, probably.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah, dude.
So
Like
random.
Dude, he's like a billionaire too. Like he's
Yeah.
Medea goes to the royal palace. That's really what's going on. All right. I guess I was going to say much happier news, but actually this is another big time gaffe. So it was International Women's Day this week. Everybody was celebrating, and Burger King had an all-time bad tweet. Let me just read this. Oh, I'm not even going to read this because I know it off the top of my head. So their tweet out on International Women's Day was "Women belong in the kitchen."
Oh,
Did they actually tweet that?
They followed it up with saying more women belong in the kitchen as chefs in the United States. Please click the link below to donate to like this fund. But
Oh, dude.
but like, how in the world in 2021 do you think, even as controversial as it is, and honestly, Burger King's probably like, we did this on purpose to like stir up, conversation.
Yeah.
That's still just.
I mean, dude, honestly, Burger King has to stay relevant somehow.
Yeah, now people just hate them. like
People are
women
talking
belong
about
in the
them.
kitchen. I mean, all-time tweet. Oh.
I thought that was a joke. I thought someone edited it like, how they normally do.
No, they apparently, yeah, dude. I'll send you guys this.
Somebody got fired for sure.
Yeah, dude, who even thought that was a good idea?
I mean, it's kind of funny, but
Yeah, so
it's
they-
definitely not a good idea.
So they say women belong in the kitchen. Their follow-up tweet in the thread was, if they want to, of course, yet only 20% of chefs are women. We're on a mission to change the gender ratio in the restaurant industry by empowering female employees with the opportunity to pursue a culinary career, which like is commendable. Like, I totally get that, but oh man,
Could have went like,
oh man,
hey, for International Women's Day, we're raising awareness to like give scholarships or something for government women.
I love this bare minimum women belong in the kitchen tweet. It's just,
yeah,
it's
dude.
so-
At its like peak, it had over 1 million likes and over 160,000 quote tweets.
it has
So people
150,000 retweets too. Oh my gosh.
Just brutal.
Whoops. Yeah, that was not the best way to go about that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I would imagine that the dude who came up with that campaign is fired.
He is no longer with the company.
I'm surprised they even allowed him to even like post that.
They were deliberating about it for weeks though.
Yeah, they don't just like randomly like put this stuff out.
Yeah, it's not some
like,
intern that's like, I'm taking over Burger King Twitter today. It's like some social media expert or like professional that's like talking to a marketing team, and they're like, yep, let's send that. It's like,
let's do it. That is a great idea.
on the flip, like obviously all-time bad tweet. On the flip side of this, the argument to this guy like staying with the company is like, I got you 1 million likes. I thought we were all about engagement here. He's like, this is our highest engagement post that we've had in years. Like, you're welcome for this.
Yeah.
Even though,
He's
people
not
say,
wrong.
Nope.
Dude, those $1.49 chicken McNuggets are pretty good though.
Any press is good press.
Dude,
Have you had
20. Yeah, hell yeah, I've had
Dude,
them.
they're
You get
pretty
20
good.
nuggets for like $4. And they're big too.
Dude,
They're like,
good.
there's some fat nuggets.
They're pretty good, dude.
Sexist
are
or whatever, man.
Like honestly, I think Burger King is pretty underrated. Like
I think
it's pretty good.
I think they're rated about what they should be. They're not the
Do
best.
they have?
But
Does Burger King have the chicken fries? Am I
They
making
did,
that up?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like seasonal though
Mm.
when they do them. It's like Taco Bell and they
I
do the
think that's
nacho fries and
really
stuff.
the
Oh,
only
dude.
reason.
Frick me up, dude. I love nacho fries.
Nacho fries bang.
Aren't they getting rid? Isn't Taco Bell getting rid of nacho fries again? They're making it.
Probably.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Damn, that's a bummer.
Bastards.
Well,
All right. Well, we've talked about some pretty controversial shit today, so we're gonna move on to something a little bit different. So, we talked about the 3D printers a couple of weeks ago and how they were like creating homes.
Yeah.
So in California, they call it like the Coachella Valley. It's actually Rancho Mirage, where they are creating a 3D printed community. So 15 homes are being built, and they should be done by the end of this month. And it will be all 3D printed homes, and they're planning on creating 30 to 45 more 3D printed homes in this community, to where they have a 100% recyclable 3D printed homes. And the homes look sick. Like, they're not like some discount bargain market home. Like, they look like.
What are you trying to
pretty
say,
sick.
dude?
I'm saying that construction workers and contractors are trash. No, no,
okay. Wow.
These 3D printed homes are like legit, actually. Which I still don't really get it, but
Right?
They're concrete. They're like concrete homes that have like a 3D printed like blockchain system that build the walls and stuff. Because we looked it up on I'm very curious
I
as to
get it.
why
It's
they,
just
they
like-
would put it in California though. Is California like, are people flocking to California? Because if you want me to be brutally honest, I think everybody's trying to get the fuck out of that state and trying to move on to other places. So I don't know if California would be the best way to go, but
That's
maybe it's like a
facts.
good incentive to like
Keep people
be,
there.
be
Maybe.
a part of like something that's just beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
true.
homes would probably resell for, well, I don't know. How long would a 3D printed home last?
Well, that's a good point. Like, it looks dope that they're creating these, but maybe they're like shelf life 3 years. The next tornado or something that comes through here, or strong gust of wind, is going to blow this all down.
Shelf life 3 years, even though you just spent $1 million on this house
Yeah.
for this 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom house.
Yeah, they're touting it as like super cheap because there's no labor costs. It's literally just a 3D printer.
Yeah.
It's just materials and the 3D printer.
Yeah.
And
Which
so
is
it's
crazy.
supposed to reduce all of the labor and stuff, which is, usually the most expensive part. But, having a whole community is pretty cool.
How does it do the inside of the house?
See that part, like, I'm very confused at. Like, how do you do the kitchen?
I think they just build the home 3D, and I think everything inside
Else is like built.
Yeah, normal. Like, I'm sure they probably have like wooden cupboards and
3D printed
like
wooden covers, like that would
granite countertops and what 3D printed stuff. I don't know.
Dead ass. It's literally, they're like 3D printed community. It's just the foundations of all the homes. They're like, at least we
Everything
got
else
there.
is built like normal.
Yeah, it's the same cost, just the foundation work. The driveway is concrete, and it's like, they printed the driveway. Thanks.
If it rains, it just crinkles on the drive.
I think that 3D printers, I think it's just like in my brain, I can't get over like the printing part.
Yeah.
Because printing means like, printing to me means like ink, paper, slide through. That's a printer.
Yeah.
So when you're saying 3D printed like materials and homes, I'm like, my brain just can't calculate how that works. But like, really, it's not a 3D printer. Like, it's a 3D builder. Like, it literally is like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but like,
the concept's a printer, but the materials they use to print the homes in is not like paper.
Right.
It's different. It's
I don't know.
I swear it's concrete, but
one day all of our homes are going to be 3D printed anyway, so we'll figure it out some way or another. But
we'll let you guys know in 25 years.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know once some of our cryptocurrencies pop off.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, last topic today. We got so we talked about it before the show. So I started doing like a bit of research before the show, but Tesla and the California DMV are in like arguments right now, and they're in the court system because the California DMVs want to mark Teslas right now as autonomous vehicles that you do not have to get a driver's license to own a Tesla and operate a Tesla because they're autonomous vehicles. But Tesla is actually the ones that is arguing that all California drivers that drive
Especially
Teslas
California
need
drivers.
driver's license because they're trying to remove liability from themselves of like, no, you guys actually need to like have driver's license, be like suited to drive these cars because Teslas aren't fully 100% autonomous.
Yeah.
Quite yet. They will be eventually, but like, and they're pretty much that way, but like you still have to like pull out of your driveway and, park and stuff like that. So, but pretty crazy that one day in every state, kids won't. Could you imagine being 16 and it's like, instead of getting your driver's license, going to the DMV, it's like, thanks, mom. I just go in my Tesla and it drives for me. Like it just drives me to school.
Yeah, but I feel like that would only be valid in places like California.
Probably.
Like, because up here in the Northwest, we get all 4 seasons.
Yeah,
I would love
sometimes
to
in the
see
same week.
Yeah,
exactly. In the same day, for God's sakes.
You drive the autonomous vehicle on the Palouse or Highway 27
Dead
in the
ass.
winter.
It's
I
16
dare
years
you.
old.
I dare you.
Get a taste.
Good luck, dude.
I don't know why they let anybody do that legally anyways, but like with an autonomous vehicle, like I just am imagining a Tesla driving Highway 27 when it's blowing 25, 30 miles per hour.
How does the Tesla work when it snows and stuff like that? Or like, it obviously like it works, but like
it just plays Christian music on the radio and
Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah, that's all it's got. So I don't actually know how it does in.
Or does it not allow you to?
Yeah.
Or does it say you have to man this vehicle when it's like this temperature out or something like that?
Even if it's raining, like if it's raining, does
Yeah.
Tesla just be like, hey, like
You have to operate this vehicle.
autopilot no longer works?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It would
I
have
wouldn't
to
even-
be.
I just wouldn't trust it.
Dude, same.
True.
You couldn't
Same.
you couldn't pay me to put my trust in a robot to drive in the weather for me. Like, no, thank you.
Even driving normally is kind of sketchy. Like I'm
Yeah.
I'm picturing like myself being in the car, my hands aren't on the steering wheel, and I'm going 70 miles an hour down on the freeway, and like I'm passing cars, there's semis, I'm changing lanes. I'm like, there's an element. I know that I like human error probably is much worse than the robot that's driving it, but
True.
to me, that just seems sketch. Like I'd rather put my own life in my own hands than trust some like random robot that's like swerving all over the place and like trying to get you from point A to point B.
I mean, for me, I'm freaking hands off the wheel, double dipping my chicken nuggies in that Chick-fil-A sauce, eating, just going yak job on these like Chick-fil-A burgers, dude.
What?
Yeah.
What did he say?
No hands on the steering wheel because Tesla's got me. Dude, I mean, don't tempt me with a good time.
I
I had to pull over the other day to eat, for God's sakes. No, you're
Yeah.
tempting me that I can not drive with no hands and eat.
It's fair. I mean, it's got its
Very
ups.
useful.
It's got its ups, but
There's no
just-
downs.
Well, there is.
Other than
if
having
it
to
just
charge
goes
the damn thing.
autopilot fails when you're going 70 miles an hour and you got nuggets in your hand, like
Hey,
uh-oh.
Hey,
it
if
just
I die
starts
with Chick-fil-A in
veering.
hand, I'm all right with that.
Maybe
what
that's
I
how
wanna go.
more people need to die. Just chicken
Hey.
nugs in their hands,
What a way to go
It's
out.
their pleasure.
a little
So-
spicy chicken sandwich in your hand. Not a bad way to
God
go.
damn, dude.
I will say though too, like, what is the benefit of like making it not a prior or like making you not have to get a driver's license to drive just this specific vehicle? Like, where's the benefit in that? Like, don't they make money from people getting their licenses? Why would you want to stop that? You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I
Can you
mean,
imagine
I
that
think for
one-
that, they're probably trying to cut down on like, they're making it like a, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess like a benefit of driving a Tesla is like, you don't have to get a license. So like less money you have to spend on a driver's license, like cut down on emissions. Cause you have a driver's license, you can buy any car,
yeah.
drive it kind of thing. I don't know.
I also think that Tesla's obviously not going to be the only company to ever come out with an autonomous vehicle.
Yeah.
So
Apple.
California is probably just prepping themselves for like the DMV for one day people not and police officers like coming up to, can you imagine you get pulled over in a Tesla and you're like, I wasn't actually driving this car. Like
Yeah, the ticket,
I don't even know.
give it to Elon.
Yeah. Actually write this to Tesla Inc. They're stationed out of blank. And I don't know, like, I think that would become, I mean, this is so confusing. That's like a different world because
Just
technically, I mean, the government would be really in trouble if we have autonomous electrical vehicles and you don't have to get driver's license and you have less people being pulled over. Like I mean, the income for the states are starting to really plummet here. No DMV fees, no tickets giving out for violations or anything like that. I mean, the states are going to have to come up with some money here. They're going to just eventually probably tax the company. That's what's going to happen.
I will
I see what you mean.
say, like, any situation that gets me not to have to deal with the DMV, like, I'm very on board with
Touche.
that, because
100%.
the DMV is literally the worst place in the entire world to spend your day at. It
Dude,
is.
every time I go, it's the sketchiest freaking people.
It's
Especially the one on-
depressing.
I go,
It's
there's
on
no
Spring.
way you're getting your license, dude. I just saw you picking up a cigarette outside.
Mhm.
There's no way you have a car and can use this. I guess it's an ID, so it makes sense. But like,
Dude.
I just
Yes.
and everybody at the DMV, like the employees hate their jobs. It's miserable for every single person.
Yeah,
It sucks. Like it sucks for
it's-
every single person.
it's not a good time. I would rather not deal with the DMV, but I don't think we should not have licenses, because there's people that
there's some
need
people
that-
that have licenses that shouldn't have licenses.
I feel like even if you're driving an autonomous vehicle, you need to learn how to drive.
How to
Mhm.
operate it, how
I
to
think
put it
that-
in park.
Like
How
if
to do
nobody
just
if
basic
nobody
things.
goes through driver's ed, like that's a scary world to live in.
I mean, YouTube. driver's ed on YouTube.
Oh,
Oh God, can you imagine
Virtual whatever.
Oh, they're probably doing that right now. I actually didn't think of that. Do you think they're having driver's ed online right now?
This is how you use a blank car.
You can't do it in, I mean, most states you probably couldn't meet together. Oh God. Oh my God. That's like a little scary actually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The kids that are on our streets right now are frightening.
Huh.
I mean, we're just creating the worst generation of drivers of like all time.
Oh, they can't read cursive and they can't drive anything by themselves.
Well, and even if they're not driving like a fully autopiloted car, they have like the backup cameras. They have the like self park. They have like some of these like new features that you have in cars. Like, I mean, it's not like we're super old, so it's not like we're like, yeah, we were driving a stick shift and we're like backing into a drive, but like some of us did, like some of us did.
Some
like,
of us still do.
Like kids are not, they're gonna be like, wait, you didn't have a backup camera? Like, what are you talking about?
Your car isn't push to start.
Yeah. What are keys? Gross. Like mine's on my phone.
Why'd you have to put it in the car? That doesn't make any sense.
This is the ignition? What?
Oh my God, you didn't have heated seats, you peasant. Like, jeez.
You have to roll your windows down with a handle.
Dude, I don't know if you guys remember this. Matt, you probably do, but remember my Sunfire, the driver's window wouldn't go up.
Yep.
So like
didn't we have to like push it up or whatever?
Yeah, we usually had to like put it on the track, push it up. Sometimes I was just like, this ain't working today. So I would go like December 31st to school and we would just haul
like
ass.
2 degrees inside the vehicle.
Freezing outside. My heat's all the way up. I'm shivering in the car. I mean, every kid should have to go through that.
Bummer.
Dude, I had my first 2 cars, none of them had AC.
Oh yeah, neither did mine. None of mine through
Luckily,
high school
like
had
mine
AC.
had heat. I didn't have any issues with the heat, but AC. Whew.
Yeah, and AC really like bites you in the ass.
Oh.
Like you don't know how much you love AC until you don't have AC.
Yeah, exactly. Either you have it and then you don't have it, or you don't have it and then you have it.
You don't have it, and then you roll the windows down and you just speed.
No, because it's still hot, you idiot.
You got it. That's how you get.
You go faster.
So you're just gonna leave the windows up with no air?
Might as well.
No, that's horrible. At least get the air circulating through.
And then it's just like a hot fan.
I'm never riding in a car with you without AC.
All my cars AC.
We're just gonna sit in this car with we're basically sitting in a driving sweat box is what you want to do.
Hey, I'm trying to lose weight any means necessary. Okay.
You should understand this, Taylor. You wrestled. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that for fun. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, true.
I didn't enjoy it when I was doing it. I don't want to sit in my car and be like, you know what sounds good? I'm gonna keep the windows up, not breathe, and just breathe my sweat.
That musk, my favorite.
Oh, the musk.
The summer musk.
I'm not a big fan of the musk word. I don't know why.
What about moist?
I don't really mind moist.
I think it's so funny, dude. Who is that person in high school that just every time you said the word moist, they just like it was like their ick, like their trigger.
It was like every girl.
There's a lot of people
pretended to hate.
Dude, like it was just moist. Like it's not even like that big of a. And they're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Not like that big of a deal.
Yeah. No, it's not. But yeah, I don't know.
There was a couple. I remember there was like a couple people.
It was like a big thing. I feel like it was like popular to hate the word moist. I don't really think that it's a big deal.
Dude, like I would love a moist brownie right now.
Moist towelette.
Oh,
a moist towelette. That's just a funny word.
Dude, it's fun fact. I actually ordered some face wash towels last night.
Ooh,
when I was sitting there sweating my ass off in bed.
So you're gonna get it after you were sick?
I get them tomorrow, so it'll be kind of like the last leg
for the next time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just preparing for when I want to have like a me day. Just
hell yeah, everybody needs a little me day.
Do those face masks?
Some people have like people have like survival bunkers. Matt just has like a sick shelter. He's like, I got face towels. I've got all these horse pills I have to take. Like, dude, I don't even ready for sickness, bro.
Dude, my dad was like a salesman when he pitched these to me, dude. He goes, Matt, I've been in the field for a year with these things.
The field?
Yeah.
Jesus, Kevin.
Because he's been like in and out of the schools and stuff like that with like all the, and he's in Idaho, so they've opened and stuff like that. So with like COVID and everything. It's like,
That
I've been
still
in the
sounds
I know,
hilarious.
dude. So I've been in the field every time I feel like I'm getting something. I just start taking 3 of these every 3 hours and sayonara. Take a bottle. I was like, okay, dude, sign me up, man.
He sounds like he got drafted last year.
Dude, I thought he did.
Yeah, it's just like, listen, Matt.
Dude, it was so funny.
When I got stationed in Afghanistan, I took 3 of these a day. You're gonna love these. Oh, I love that. All right, let's go to segments here. We got one whack thing and Thursday mailbag. We're gonna come with new segments the next couple of weeks. So this might be the last Thursday mailbag for a while. So let's go to one whack thing and then we'll do the Thursday mailbag. Matt, you want to go first with your one whack thing?
Yeah. So police and animal control officers on the border of 2 New Jersey towns today, they ended up wrangling a cow that was just roaming the streets at 3:30 in the morning. Come to find out, this cow escaped on the way to the slaughterhouse.
Nice.
Attaboy.
All right.
That's some intuition.
Breaking free.
Unfortunately, he got caught and was taken back to the slaughterhouse.
It was fun while it lasted.
He bought himself a couple of hours.
He had a good 40-minute little run around, and then he just right back to the chopping block.
Probably got so exhausted. He's like, I kind of want to die now.
Well, when you're a
Just
cow
run
like
around.
that, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just end me now.
Yeah.
Just take my life
just got
right here,
got
right
prepped.
now.
Just got a little prepped. Good for them.
Sad
Yeah.
boy cow.
Sad boy.
He's probably just listening to some music on his way out.
Just MGK. Taylor, what about you? Your one, I think.
Mine is Florida man chopped off his wife's lover's penis with a pair of scissors after holding it at gunpoint.
Oh, one whack thing is so back. Florida man is here. What?
Alex,
With scissors?
yes. So Alex
Oh my!
Bonilla, 51, has been jailed for 20 years
Oh,
for the
no.
attack on his neighbor, who he found out 2 months after or before the incident happened that his wife was cheating on him with his neighbor. And so he stormed over to his neighbor's house, like tied him up, and then cut his dick off with a pair of scissors and then ran away with the dick and threw it away. It's gone. They couldn't find it. So that dude has nothing. He's dickless.
So is he
now.
transitioning to like male to female then?
Not by choice. So,
Involuntarily.
Yep. He
Dude, oh my
Yeah.
god! What kind of scissors were they? Did it say?
no.
Okay.
No. Probably some I don't know.
Dude, what if they were dull? Oh,
Oh.
They're just the safety scissors.
I would no.
I mean, that's
no.
one way for your wife to not cheat on you anymore.
dude, I mean, but like he did it like, I feel like I mean it's a two-way street here. I mean, I feel like was his
I was thinking- I
neighbor
think it's a
involved with
little-
a woman? Like, was his neighbor married or their girlfriend or anything? Did it say?
I always think it's a little ironic how the person who is getting cheated on always blames not their significant other, but like
But
the other person. It's like, dude, what? Like, how about you talk to the one that you're closest to here? Like, you got a big problem right at home. Not
So, like,
a-
if you want to get back at them, just like try and get with their significant other. Like, isn't the proper thing to do? But
eye for an eye.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I mean, this
don't know.
was a D for a D. So,
Dude,
you
this,
know.
I mean, getting tied up and having your
Oh, dude,
dick
that
chopped
has
off
gotta
by
be
scissors is
the
top like
worst.
5 male pains or nightmares that you could have.
I mean, that's got to be top 2.
Yeah, no.
Probably, yeah.
I-
Scissors? Brutal.
Oh
Yeah, I just snipped it right off. Yeah, it doesn't say that he has a. The only thing it does say in here, I think he does have a wife because it says. So I'll read it. He goes, "The victim's penis was never recovered, and then quote urinating and the ability to have sex with his wife has been messed up for the rest of his life."
Oh,
yeah, so he was married.
Yeah.
I don't think he was having sex anytime soon with his wife.
Well, he's not gonna have the chance now. So.
Dude.
Oh,
Oh
my gosh.
Could you imagine trying to explain that the next time?
How do-
So
just a logistics question here.
Little
So
dilemma here.
how do you pee?
They're probably gonna do some sort of like surgery,
I'd
like
assume.
an implant or something,
Cadaver.
or like, yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to do something like, oh my god, dude,
That
is
might work
just-
out for the best for him, actually.
Yeah.
Like
No,
this one's way bigger. Thank you.
I mean,
Never know.
it's probably not out of the ballpark.
Hey,
going to be
can you
completely
show me
honest.
which ones I have a choice of?
Wait, can I do a little lineup here?
Wait, you could do. Wait, we can go bigger. Okay.
I mean, we can't go much smaller.
Yeah.
Fucking gone.
It's only up from here.
Can't go down.
Also, how was it never recovered? Like his original never
Dude, he probably
recovered.
just
So-
probably threw it to a gator or something.
So when the guy took it, when he got arrested, the cops asked him what happened, and he said, "Oh, I blacked out after I had tied him up," and he doesn't know.
Oh, that's funny.
That's his excuse. They couldn't find it. He literally like tied him up at the house, cut it off, and then he ran back to his house. So he went to the neighbor's house, tied him up, cut him off, and then he ran back to his own house and disposed of it or threw it out.
But
or
like
did
at that
something.
point too, depending on how long that took, they wouldn't have been able to like save it
No.
No.
because it's just like I think like when you lose a finger or something,
I think it's
they only
within 5
have-
minutes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have to like put it on ice or something within. a
Yeah,
certain
because you have to
period of
cut
time.
the blood circulation off through the
Oh,
appendage, I think is
that
what the
just
word would be. But
hurts everything.
Jeez.
yeah, no, thank you.
What a sad. I don't think I could ever do that to somebody.
Yeah, that's deliberate and just wild.
I would just get really mad at them. You son of a gun.
Beta
never-
boys, baby.
I've never been mad enough to touch another man's wiener. I could tell you that.
Want to try it?
So. No, thank you.
Yeah, he definitely had to like put it in position with his other hand. It's not like the scissors was like a two-hand job, you know.
Yeah, I don't think that thing was standing up on its own. If you know what I'm saying.
That's what you like.
There's definitely some handiwork going on.
My God.
You could say so.
He was a
Oh.
handyman, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hopefully the guys in jail don't find out.
Like,
Well,
are you the handyman on the streets?
They better
Yeah.
watch out because this dude's not afraid to
Dude.
rip some dicks off.
Yeah, don't give this guy the scissors. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh, that is horrible. 20 years in prison too.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's getting out too. Like, I mean, in these 15 years, he's probably going to be out. That guy's going to be on the
Waiting
lookout for him.
Dickless in Florida.
The other guy's going to be waiting for him when he gets out of jail with scissors. Your time has come.
Right at the gate, like, let's go.
An eye for an eye, literally. All right, my one whack thing here. A New Jersey man who disappeared during a January snowstorm. He was found dead under a pile of melting snow. They found him today.
Oh my God.
Dang, dude.
He vanished around 8 p.m. on January 31st. They had no idea of his whereabouts. They couldn't find him. And he was found today under a pile of melting snow, deceased.
Oh, so it
Where-
didn't like freeze his body to where I thought like if you get frozen, you can like live.
No.
Or is that just in the movies?
That's the movie.
That's like Captain America.
That's like
Yeah, I thought
Austin
that was
Powers,
real.
bro.
I thought if
I-
you're frozen, I don't know.
What was he doing? What?
Yeah,
just-
they said no foul play was suspected. He was just on a walk, I guess.
Got
And,
plowed with snow or something?
uh,
Like, how does that happen? He would have had to have been like doing something, and a snowplow had to have shot up a bunch of snow, or snow fell from like a rooftop or something.
dude, this is just a giant mystery. Like they literally don't know. He went missing in the snowstorm. There was no activity on his bank accounts. There was
That sounds like a murder.
they literally
think so.
he said he went to the garage to get a soda.
What? So did he die outside of his house?
Yeah, like he died like 3 houses away. It's been so snowy in New Jersey that like there's been huge snowbanks, and apparently he just
I wonder if
don't know.
I wonder if there's like a snowbank where it was super high up and you like climbed it and it was like
he must have
fallen
fell
and
like
fell into it or something, or like
hit his head and just like got knocked unconscious and like
And then
into the
more
snowbank,
snow?
and then the snow Yeah, more
Just kept
snow was
snowing.
falling. I don't know. This seems like a pretty like nifty little murder here, though.
Yeah.
They say no foul play was suspected, but I mean, how could there not be?
I mean, you'd have to see like they'd have to do like an autopsy.
Yeah, they're doing it now. They just found him today, so it's going to be a couple weeks. But
Do we got to circle back?
We'll follow
we
up on
do.
this. But he was a drug counselor in Camden, New Jersey. I don't know if that
Wow.
matters, but it feels like drug counselors always. I don't know. We'll see.
Always what, die?
Yeah, being
I
a
don't
drug
think-
being
I
a
don't
drug
think so.
counselor doesn't feel like a super safe occupation.
Probably not. But I think most of those counselors have prior experience. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm really confused. Like there literally is no more information. Like he just straight up got found under a snowbank.
that's super weird.
No foul play suspected or anything like that. They tried to ping his cell phone for GPS. There's no sign of
So water damage. So he had to have been there.
the car remained unmoved. There's no activity from his bank account. Like it sounds like he straight up like left his house for a minute and just got like he must got like hit by a snowplow or something, right?
Yeah, he'd have to something
But
happened to him. You don't just like sit outside and die. Well, I
You
don't.
could.
Not. I mean, yeah, you could, but I don't think.
In New Jersey, you never know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm very curious as to what they're gonna say when they do the autopsy,
Yeah, or if they find any like blunt force trauma or anything like that,
or if he
Well,
relapsed
now-
and he was high and he was outside and he fucking passed out while he
or
was
he like
high.
OD'd or something.
Yeah.
No, he was a drug counselor. Like he was
Doesn't-
counseling.
Well, yeah.
I'm a
that's-
computer freaking nerd.
I guess yeah, he probably has prior dealings with drugs. If he's,
And if anything, he'd probably have better access to that stuff than like a normal person.
I feel like I'm arguing the other side. I actually argued for this side before, so I'm on your side. I think
just
that
wanna know
drug
what
counselors
happened.
like they're I don't know, they're just in a shady position.
Like they could go either way.
You're
They
doing
could.
shady shit, bud.
They got access to drugs that normal people don't have access to, but yeah, there's like there's almost too little information where it seems like so suspect.
Have you seen that Netflix documentary about this chick who worked in a drug lab over on the East Coast?
Yup.
Dude.
And she was doing
that-
the drugs?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, Clayton, you have to watch it. It is so sick. It's such a
It's-
crazy. I think it's
it's
only like a couple
wild.
episodes too.
Yeah, it's not long.
It
Dude,
was
it's
sweet.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was-
I had a,
It was so cool.
I watched that a while ago.
I did too. I watched it
But-
a long time ago.
Damn, dude. I think it's still up on Netflix. What's it even called?
Do you guys
It's
have
something
to send it to me?
drug
I haven't
something.
seen this. So she was like she was like a
Dude, she was like a
lab researcher?
licensed.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, she was like super smart. Like nobody thought of her as this like druggie. And she was doing all the like I think she had access to like meth.
It was
Oh
meth.
my god.
She was like a
doing
drug
meth.
tester. Yeah, no, she was a oh my
That'd
god.
be a wild job. A drug tester.
So she worked in a crime lab
Yeah.
where they tested if the drugs were actually legit or not.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then
Wait,
so she would take
I
the
think
drugs.
I might have seen this. I think I might have actually seen this. That is wild, though. I mean, those are the kind of people that like have access to it. So
How to fix a drug scandal. That's what it's
Yep.
called. Yep.
Yep. How to
Dang.
fix a drug scandal.
There's 4 episodes.
I'll have to go. I don't think I've watched that actually.
Dude, it's super good.
Yeah, it
Dude, four partners are
and
right
she-
up my alley. I love.
Dude, and
four
she
partners.
got away with it for a long time.
yeah, it was a while.
Is it
was a
20 years
while.
like the library guy?
I don't think it was that
no,
long.
No, it was 20, but it was a good amount of time. It was enough for her to get addicted. And
Yeah, it was in
like,
Massachusetts.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, she was slanging that dope in the back.
Oh, all right. We got Thursday mailbag. We only got one question today. So, question is from Ben Mac.
Ooh.
Send a shout out Ben Mac here. He asked, with Gonzaga having their best chance to win it all in a while, what was their most disappointing loss in the tournament over the years? There's been a lot.
Oof.
Dude, I think the one that sticks out to me the most was I don't know what year it was, but it was when I think it was the year with Adam Morrison. They played UCLA And I don't know if it was like the Sweet 16 or no, I think it was the Elite Eight.
Yeah, that's where
And like they had to hold the ball for like 10 seconds or whatever.
yeah.
And he held the ball behind his head, and the UCLA guy ripped the ball out of his hands, and then they scored and they ended up like winning.
Oh,
And
that's
Gonzaga
rough.
lost instead of just like passing the ball to somebody.
Yeah,
That was one that kind of stuck out to me the most.
I'm trying to remember all the details surrounding this, but I remember it was when they were in the national championship in 2017.
Oh, yeah.
And they lost in the Natty. That was genuinely heartbreaking. But we went through like a streak. So I remember a lot of the Gonzaga losses. I remember from like 2008 to 2011. We were really, really good. We were in high school and we were really, really good. But we kept losing in like the second round to like North Carolina, or we would like run into a team that was super, super good,
Yep.
even though our teams were awesome. I remember running into in 2008, I believe we ran into Ty Lawson and Tyler Hansborough and Wayne Ellington, Danny Green, those guys in the tournament. That was one of the more heartbreaking losses because we had such a good team. I believe this might have been later, but we had like Derek Rivio. Some of those, like,
dude, he was such a stud.
dude, such a good team. Such a good team. I remember Derek Rivio. He shot like 97% or something like that from free throw line.
Free throw line, yeah.
He was crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's been so many heartbreaks, but the national championship in 2017 sucked.
Yeah, that was against North Carolina, wasn't it?
They
right?
better freaking win it this year. Yeah, I think so.
Dude, so last night was the first game I've watched all year, down by like 12 and a half. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So Gonzaga fans, you're welcome. I didn't watch the rest of the game. I won't watch any of the NCAA tournament games. So it'll be fine.
Yeah, so Gonzaga in 2017 lost to North Carolina 71-65. And let's see. Man, we had such a good team. That was when that was Hachimura, who plays for the Wizards now. That was Karnowski. We had that big dude. Zach Collins. He plays for the Blazers now. We had Nigel Williams-Goss, who plays for the Jazz. We had Jonathan Williams, Jordan Matthews, Josh Perkins. Dude, we had such a good team. But Rui Hachimura, I remember having like the best big guys in the world because we had Zach Collins, Karnowski, and Hachimura all on the same.
Dude, those bigs were so good.
They were 6'8", 7'1", and 7 feet. Like, it was just unstoppable down low. It was awesome. Oh, and by the way, we had Killian Tilly just like sitting on the bench. So yeah, that was, but we lost it. But honestly, like the North Carolina team doesn't really have any recognizable names. Yeah, I can't find like, I don't know any of these guys on North Carolina. Kenny Williams.
Never heard of him.
Justin Jackson. Is that the guy that plays for? I don't think this is the same guy. Oh yeah, no. This is the same guy. He plays for the Sacramento Kings. Nope. Now he plays for the OKC Thunder, but he got drafted by the Kings. I don't know. All right, that's our Thursday mailbag. Do you guys have anything else this week that we didn't go over?
No, I don't think so.
All right, that's going to do it for our Thursday show then. We're going to be on the Way Out Here after show. We've been doing this after show. This would be our second week, but make sure you head over to the Way Out Here after show on Thursdays every week. Catch our pre-show technically before the pod drops. I apologize. The after show's on Wednesdays, but before the pod drops on Thursdays, you can watch our after show. But after we record on Wednesdays, here are our topics, some of the things that we talked about on the show before it releases. And we'll see you guys next week.